Hi there, this is UrsidaeGamer, and I'm back with Slay the Princess. And now I have to figure out how we're supposed to fix this issue with all of the awful things that have already taken place. I don't know who to trust. Maybe the narrator is just completely oblivious. Maybe the narrator knows more than he lets on. Maybe the princess is innocent. Maybe she's a monstrosity just waiting for me to fall into the trap of uniting all of the variations. I'm not sure.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
And also, if I have to slay each variation to, get them into the one blob of nightmares, that's also another good question. We're back at the very beginning? That's odd. Oh, right, because I forgot. I forgot. I'm going to go with this one. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
Are we?
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
But, really, if I was locked up for no discernible reason, I would be pretty resentful. I might consider ending the world if I was held against my will for no particular reason besides someone saying that, oh, I'm going to be the cause of the end of the world. It's like, because you did this, you're damn right. Now I am gonna be the cause. It's your fault. So it could be a possibility.
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Go on.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
Okay, you know what? Fair. If that's the case, fair. Causation doesn't matter because at the end of it, she's going to end the world. Fine.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
I suppose you're right.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
But again, I don't know. I'm just hesitant now. I'm not sure. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world
Of course I
ending?
haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
No, me, no, a nihilist, no, or a sinister person that would want to see the world burn. No, not me. I'm not one of them. I'm a hero, naturally. Killing the princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Well, you're not exactly wrong, but if you appreciate life, all life has value and merit in some way. The end of the world.
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Like, okay, no more birds. I'd be sad. Crows and ravens, they're cool birds. Owls and, different robins and stuff like that. I'd be sad about that. And trees, I love trees. Nature's awesome. People, you think that's a winning argument? No. Fuck people. Let them burn. Let them end. But I guess, I should reconsider that all life is value, as I just said, blah, blah, blah. But how can a princess locked away in a basement end the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Who's all of you? I guess the world, right? Do you have any evidence to back this up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Look, I've been asking this question too of why, how, what, when, and I don't still have any clear, concise answer besides I am simply here. That is a constant. Can't someone else do this?
Oh, if only that were the case, but I don't make the rules.
Or do you?
I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far, but unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off.
Well, you would have been, pretty happy then with my original beginning of this, of going in to kill a monarch. I was very thrilled. I was very like, yeah, sure, let's do it.
Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did.
I'm still very doubtful of that, though. Do I get some sort of reward for doing this?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Ooh, what do I get? Can you tell me what my prize is going to be for doing a good job?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you.
Oh.
And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Now, I think that's a promise you're gonna have a hard time keeping, because I have a pretty wild imagination, narrator. But we'll see if you can manage to surprise me. Look, I'll go. Maybe see if she's bad, and maybe I'll slay her. I'm not committing until I've met her. Even though I've technically already met her multiple times, even if, these multiple times have been very odd, different things each time.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
We'll see.
Then each and every one of us is doomed.
What if we're all doomed anyway? What if this is the whole point?
So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
You know what? I will. And there's nothing you can do besides narrate it. Narrator.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Yes, I will.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Well, that's what we're going to see.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
And I proceed.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
It's a familiar sight. It truly is the way it was when I first set foot here. It seems I have forgotten.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Well, like I said, I'm not going to do anything until I spoke to her, so I'm forgetting the blade for now.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
That's a different response.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
You're easily smitten. I didn't find it that hypnotizing.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
I'm always armed and deadly, even without a blade. So don't worry. Hi, Just checking in on you. I'm here to save you. I'm here to save you with a lie. Hey, I think I'm here to slay you. Continue down the stairs. Let me see here. You know what? Let's go with I'm here to save you.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Maybe a lot more than what you've already done.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Okay, sure. Let's meet. Let's talk.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Oh, yes, of course there is.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever.
Well, you're lucky. Here I stand.
I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Well, that I have not.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
Hold on. Let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
See, what's your name? I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking? That is a very good question, yes. I was sent here to slay you. You're apparently supposed to end the world. What are you going to do if I let you out of here? I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a little bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide to do what to do. I'm sorry, but I just can't trust you. This doesn't add up, and it isn't worth the risk to take your word over the potential fate of the world. Retrieve the blade. Go back upstairs to retrieve the blade without saying another word. I can't believe they've been keeping you down here like this. I'm getting you out of here. Examine the chains. Okay, I'm going to get you out of here. Don't make me regret this. Examine the chains. Okay, let me just ask a very, very simple question, Princess. What is your name?
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
Interesting response.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Princess? Really? You were named Princess?
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess?
Yeah, that would be odd, wouldn't it? So is Princess your name?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like.
But what is your name?
I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name though. Everyone has a name.
Exactly. It's hard for me to believe that you've forgotten your name.
Okay, that's weird.
Yes, that is very weird.
She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason.
And that reason is...
I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
Right. You don't just do that for, you know, shits and giggles. Unless you're a twisted person. So, what reason is there?
You have all the explanation you need, and you should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
Maybe you're right, but I also should know better than to trust you blindly, too. You see, this is what I want to know. What have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
It kinda has a lot to do with everything. You've been down here apparently so long you've forgotten your name, but you're clearly capable of communication. Quite well at that. So you've had to eat and drink and consume. What have you been doing to do that?
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
I disagree with the both of you. How can you not see that's very relevant if she's been locked up here for such a long time?
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Exactly. Let me ask this one first. What are you going to do if I let you out of here?
The princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter.
It does kind of matter. It does really do kind of matter here.
It's not like you'd believe me.
You could always give me a try instead of giving me this non-answer. I was sent here to slay you. You're apparently supposed to end the world. But I don't think you're actually dangerous. But I wanted to see you for myself. I'm still not sure what to believe. I'm starting to think it's true. There's something about you that doesn't feel right. Which I do lean towards. But there is doubt. There is doubt. But I wanted to see you for myself. I'm still not sure what to believe.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
You have to think about it, though.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
Define how long.
How long has she been locked away?
Yes.
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
No, there's not really specifics about that, just like many of your answers that are non-specific. I've been told enough. I was hoping you'd tell me. No, but I'm sure they have their reasons for keeping that information secret from me. No, which is why I don't think you're actually dangerous. Remain silent. I was hoping you would tell me.
I don't know how to destroy the world, if that's what you're getting at.
I believe her.
Of course you do.
She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
Okay, there is truth to that. If you have the ability, doesn't mean you know how to. You can do, but still.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
Yes.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
No.
I don't trust that. And I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
Maybe curiosity gets the better of me sometimes.
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
Yes, because I want answers.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me. This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about.
It is.
Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to?
I don't know. How
We
many
both
reasons?
know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
Also true. That's a very good likelihood.
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
I won't kill you, but I can't just set you free. It's too risky. What if I stayed for a while and just kept you company? Maybe then everyone could be happy. It is a good question. of how I'm going to take this approach. I did originally just go straight for murder. Straight for murder. That's what I did originally do. But now I have an opportunity to take a different path and approach. Keep her locked away. I'm going to try this one. I won't kill you, but I can't just set you free. It's too risky. What if I stayed for a while just to keep you company? Maybe then everyone could be happy.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
Yeah.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out. So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help.
Oh, I see the shift in tone and attitude from you.
But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
Oh, making threats now, are we?
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Retrieve the blade. Lock her in the basement. You know what? If you're going to make threats to me, then that definitely indicates you do have nefarious intent. That look in your eyes, very different. I'll be right back.
Thank you. You turn back to the stairs, intent on retrieving the blade in the cabin.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here.
Well, that's where you're mistaken, my dear. You're chained up to the wall.
Fine. Turn your back on me. But it won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
All right, that's getting a bit creepy.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing.
I do hear it. Strange that she now can just magically get out of it.
She has to be bluffing, but hurry.
Yeah, hurrying.
You
is a
rush
good
up to the
idea.
first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation. Okay, if we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all.
We do.
You slowly
I
creep down the
suppose.
basement stairs. It's quiet.
Where did you go?
Where the princess sat only a moment ago, there's only a severed arm, its cooling flesh still chained to the wall. And she is nowhere to be seen.
How did you do that? How did you get out of... Did you have a blade hidden in your dress?
Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
A little bit, yes. Hello. I think we got off on the wrong foot. Do you think we can start over? She lost an arm. I'm locking her down there and letting her bleed out. Let's finish this. No, if she can get out of the chain, that wooden door ain't gonna do shit. So let's
Your
finish
eyes
this.
dart to the corners of the room. You
Yeah.
don't see her.
No, I don't. What? It's not like you can hide down here.
Where is she?
Close the door behind me. Close the door.
You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place. Maybe they'll open if you finish the job.
Don't like that, but hey, I have a job to do. I'm not one to wait. Come on out. Let's get this over with.
I can wait. I'm very patient.
That's fine then. You're the one bleeding currently. Venture in the shadows. Well, I would be kind of stupid to do. I'll wait then. We'll see who's more patient.
You do your best to patiently wait her out. But eventually, exhaustion starts to set in.
Oh no, I'm not tired.
Come on, Wake up. We can't fall asleep down here.
Yeah, exactly. Why would you even think about falling asleep? Alright, I guess if I keep waiting, I'm gonna fall asleep, so let me venture into the shadows.
You step into the shadows. Too late, you hear the quiet patter of feet against the basement floor, followed by the taut pull and sharp pain of tearing flesh as the princess lunges into you from behind and drags you to the floor.
Oh, jeez.
Her ferocity overwhelms you, and as the princess rends flesh from bone, your limp fingers lose their grip on the blade. It slips from your hand, your one last means of defense lying useless beside you in a pool of your cooling blood. I suppose you just lacked the will to fight back.
That's incorrect. You definitely got the jump on me, though.
This is the end, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you are vicious, aren't you?
I'm afraid it is. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you.
What fear? I wasn't fearful. I just wanted to know. I wanted to ask questions.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2. The Beast. That's new. Okay, I'm proceeding to the cabin.
A warning. Before you go,
Before
she
you
will
go,
lie,
she would
she will
cheat,
cheat,
do
and
everything
she will
in
do it. Does a
power.
cat lie to a cornered mouse when it plays with its freedom? Or is it just acting out its nature?
Voice of the Hunted.
I don't see why that matters. A lie's a lie, and if anything, she's the one who's cornered. She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. We should trust nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell.
You're not wrong, because she did get out of that quite easily. Why she doesn't right now is beyond my knowledge.
That's a very roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me and take this seriously.
Oh, yes, of course. Listen to the narrator.
Maybe.
Proceed into the cabin. See, no hesitation this time, narrator. I'm just following your orders.
The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time, wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only furniture of note is a termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
And the cabin. In the mirror. The mirror once again completely ignored.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
We're not even going to acknowledge the mirror. We're going to take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Exactly. Enter the basement. No hesitation.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes. The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're descending into a jungle. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Yeah, it does look a bit swampy down there.
She growls up the stairs.
Oh, does she?
I can smell you.
Oh, hello.
She sounds almost feral,
She does.
impatient, or maybe eager.
Well, a hunter must hunt.
You carefully make your way down the stairs. The last step gives way to the damp earth floor of a starlit pit. The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness.
That is a different change indeed.
The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere.
I'm pretty sure I have identified where she is. Yeah.
You see only a flash of the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush, dragging her heavy chain behind her.
Okay, that's a problem now. I can't see her.
Remember, she's just a princess.
Did you see that? Okay, just a princess. It's just a princess. Okay.
She is certainly not just a princess.
No, not just a princess.
You're not helping.
Well, neither is lying to me, narrator.
It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does.
Very true.
Her shining eyes appear between the leaves, staring hungrily at you from the darkness.
Hi.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified.
That's not terror.
It's hypnotizing.
That's not terror.
I'm so much more than you. And a little splinter clutched in trembling hands won't save you from me.
Are you sure? You definitely seem to be much more than me.
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright. The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now.
Where? Don't you hear that clinking? She's in chains again. We're fine. You're about to attack me, aren't you? I can see right through you. We don't have to kill each other. You know that, right? Well, speaking would just be a mistake. Moving is correct.
You lunge to the side, picking a direction on instinct. As you land, you're buffeted by a gust of air, disturbed by the sudden motion of a massive body. The princess.
You're fast.
In an instant, she's pounced on the spot where you would have been, her chains rattling across the floor behind her.
Ho ho ho! What are you? Like some kind of malformed weasel, almost.
Before you can blink, she's gone, vanishing once more into the shadows. But you still feel her gaze on you.
Ah, not fair that you have night vision.
You're faster than you were before, but you're still meek, reactive, prey.
Ha! Ha ha! Not that meek.
You whirl around to find her, and your gaze meets hers, a pair of shining eyes peering out at you from just beyond the basement stairs.
I see you.
So she's cut off our escape. Shit. What do we do?
You have a long chain this time. What do you want? We don't have to kill each other. What if I helped you? What if we left together? If you could get out of here on your own, wouldn't you have left already? Stop hiding and show yourself. I was sent to kill you because you're a threat to the world, and I'm starting to believe that's true. Run for the stairs? No, that's just foolish. Stop hiding and show yourself.
If you want to see me, you should get better at seeing.
She knows that her strength lies in shadows and secrets. She won't reveal herself unless she has to.
You're deflecting. You're deflecting.
And you bear your weakness to the world.
Really?
She's coiling for another strike. Be somewhere else.
I like you. You're helpful.
We're on the back foot. The back foot keeps us nimble, keeps us alive. It doesn't matter if it keeps us alive if it eventually kills us. We need to take back the momentum. We need to do something.
Yeah, you are right. Play dead? That's the most stupid one, besides stand still. Survive. How exactly are we supposed to take back the momentum here? Wait for her to strike and hit her back, yes.
This isn't going to work. We're in her domain. We just have to stay alive.
Yes, and by that we have to fight back or make a deal. And I prefer to fight back.
If we keep dodging her forever, we're going to get tired. We're going to slip up. We have to take a risk.
Exactly.
As the princess lunges from the shadows once more, you tighten your grip on the blade and lash out. It strikes, cutting deep, and the princess loses her focus, crying out in pained surprise as she crashes into you.
Ha 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 ha! Yeah, I can bear my fangs too, princess.
You're sent sprawling, and can already feel the massive bruise blossoming on your ribs as she scrambles back into the darkness.
I'll take a bruise over shattered ribs this time, thanks.
Look at that! We wounded her.
We did.
And she wounded us. Bad trade.
It's a bruise.
That hurt. Are you just the cornered animal you seem to be? Or could you be a rival?
She rears back, then leaps at you, more forceful, more ferocious, more serious. The scuffle is brief, and though you inflict a few deep wounds, you find yourself quickly overwhelmed by her savagery.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that.
You collapse to the floor, and she wastes no time before pouncing on you in a flurry of claws and blood, your nerves barely able to keep up with the onslaught. By the end, you're lying in a nest of your own intestines, spine severed, blood rapidly draining out onto the jungle floor.
Oh, man, yeah. Oh, I got ripped apart.
The princess, drenched in both her blood and yours, idly prods your body.
No, that's it then. Cornered animal it was. Do better next time. I still need to devour you. And it doesn't count if you're dead.
Don't tell me I could have played dead successfully.
We're not dead, we're...
Dying.
But you don't have time to protest her premature observation of your death, because everything goes dark, and you die.
At least I got a few good strikes. Chapter 3. The Den.
You're on a path in the woods.
Yeah, we are. And this time we're not gonna run until we die. We're taking her head on and we're winning.
I've missed you, O voice of the stubborn. And I did try that. I think I need a combination, a collection of voices. And now it's definitely more jungle-like. This is interesting.
You felt her. She didn't have a soft underbelly. She didn't have blind spots. What could we have done that would have saved us from her hunger?
We wounded her deeply a few times. We can kill her.
When someone tries to make you dead, you have to hit them back. You have to show them your authority. There's nothing worse than a bully that thinks they own you.
Exactly. Precisely.
Great. So you've been here before. That doesn't bode well. You're not supposed to have been here before. This is supposed to be one and done.
Still don't know if I trust you. I don't know. I just have doubts. Narrator.
Oh, shut up. It bodes fine. You're the reason we're stuck in this shit situation. Now I have to do the hard work of dragging us out.
And how do you intend to do that?
We're going to fight her, and we're going to win. There's a reason she slinks around in the shadows.
Well, no complaints here. Now hold on. We're not just gonna let the fact that he knows things about this whole Lupin situation go, are we?
He's not important. He can have his secrets for all I care. She's killed us twice now, and that's enough of a reason for us to want her dead.
Exactly. Precisely. I know what happens if I leave at this point, unless it's changed again. But last time I did that, I got sucked into a void. So I'm gonna avoid doing that. What's the plan?
Like I said, we're going to fight her.
Yeah.
But we're so small.
We're not that small.
We don't actually know how big she is. We just know she wants us to think she's big. And if she's going to treat us like prey again, then she is sorely underestimating us. One good wallop, that's all we need to put her on the defensive.
Exactly. Precisely. She's not out in the open like an open threat. She's lurking in the shadows. That's very, very different. The path is different than it was
Ground
before.
is ground. It doesn't matter what shape it takes. We'll adapt.
Well, yes.
If it looks different, that's because the situation has started to spiral out of everyone's control. So please, disavow yourself of the notion that you can just come back here and fix this place if you manage to make a mess before that line of thinking leaves you yet another world in ruin.
I wasn't even thinking that. I'm just saying it's all different now.
Though, as evidenced by you dying twice, it's safe to assume the fates of the worlds you've left behind don't concern you very much.
I didn't say I died twice, narrator. I didn't say that at all. Though your tally is definitely wrong.
Consider this your last opportunity to make things right. For you and for the rest of existence. But especially for you.
We don't need your pep talk. I'll make sure we pull this off.
Indeed, we shall. I want answers. What is going on here? What do you know that you're not
I've
telling
told you
me?
as much as I can without putting you at a disadvantage. If anything, I've told you too much. Like that grumbling voice said just a moment ago, you've already died by her hands twice. You shouldn't need much else in the way of motivation.
What if we just leave? What happens
Yeah,
then?
she was still there last time. I'm not so sure she can free herself without our help. Maybe not quickly, but it's inevitable. That cabin won't last forever.
No matter what happens next, it seems like all our answers are in the cabin. Let's proceed. Let's see this through.
You make your way down to the cabin. Your fated confrontation awaits. You know what to do.
That I do.
We've already been over the plan.
Yes, we have.
I'm not sure that use violence counts as a plan.
It does. It's always a good go-to plan in times of desperate trouble like this.
It's a better plan than you had last time. I don't like this, but I'll try to keep us breathing. The interior is dark and overgrown. Vines and brush obscure so much of the place that, had you not seen the exterior, you might not have noticed this was a cabin at all.
Okay, there's a problem. The mirror is the door now.
The only furniture of note, if you could call it that, is a knotted stump, a pristine blade embedded in its exposed rings. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right.
Yeah.
Take it. We're not fighting a monster without a blade, even if it's not a very big one.
It still works.
Is no one going to mention the mirror? What are you talking about? There is no mirror. It's just the stump and a narrow tunnel that leads to the basement.
Oh, is there?
He isn't tricking us. Can you feel the wind? It's telling us there's a hole in that wall. Our eyes deceive us.
So, that's interesting.
If that mirror's blocking our way, just smash it and be done with it.
Either way, we're taking the
Yes,
blade.
take the steel claw. You pull the blade from the stump, gripping it tight. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Precisely. We need it.
Good. One step closer to ending this.
I guess we have to approach the mirror, though, since it's right in the entrance of the tunnel.
You step forward, approaching the small hole that leads to the basement, hesitating before you enter the princess's lair. You heard him. Stop hesitating and smash that antique. That mirror isn't part of this place. It's seeped through from somewhere else.
Yes, it has.
It, if there even is an it, is a hallucination. Like you said, you've been here twice before. Your mind was bound to start playing tricks on you eventually.
Yeah, that's what's happening, of course.
So grimy. Maybe we can wipe it clean and finally get a look at ourselves.
I'm just gonna smash it.
You bring your fist crashing down into the open hole leading to the basement, throwing yourself off balance and tumbling headlong into the pitch black.
Also, yeah, that was probably stupid on my part.
If there were once stairs leading into the basement, there is nothing left to attest to their existence now. There is only a long tunnel of packed earth, growing more narrow as you descend.
Wonderful.
It smells of mold and decay. The damp walls leave streaks of dirt along your body as you're forced to hunch, then finally squat down on all fours in order to continue. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Honestly, at this stage, it's probably right at home for her.
As you crawl forward on hands and knees, you're met only with the sounds of ambient earth. No voice slinks confidently up the stairs, no entity threatens violence or pleads for safety.
Interesting.
Stay quiet. Don't give her a sound.
Say nothing. And silently proceed down the stairs. You know, the voice of the hunted, I feel, is inclined to give me good advice here. Giving away our presence if she doesn't know we're here is better than giving away our presence knowingly, willingly.
You say nothing, maintaining the silence as you carefully make your way down into the basement. The basement is dark and cavernous, a gaping maw threatening to swallow you whole. There is no light here, save for what little starlight has managed to filter down the tunnel. And though you can't see the vastness of the space, you can feel it. You're exposed.
Yeah, I feel exposed here.
It doesn't matter if we can't see down here. We know where she is.
Do we? I don't see her. Well, if we know where she is... Let's step in ready to fight.
You step into the shadows and are enveloped in total darkness. Your heart pounds in your chest, ears pricked, eyes wide despite the inky blackness, waiting for any sign of movement. There, she's about to strike. With the near silence of a determined predator, the princess erupts from the shadows. You're quick to react, swinging your blade, its tip intercepting her before she can draw first blood.
Good.
She recoils, stunned for a brief moment.
Surprise! I was ready.
See? I told you. We needed to assert our might. We needed to prove to her that she can bleed too. She'll doubt her every move now.
Which also is bad if she's cautious of us.
Her gleaming eyes watch you from the shadows, unblinking. There's fear in them now, but it is a fear wreathed in fury, and beneath it all lurks something far more primal. Hunger. Yes, she knows your strength now, and she wishes to devour it. How unseemly.
I'd like to see her try.
The princess lunges with even more ferocity than before. Both voices were right. Within that ferocity there is the clumsiness of doubt, a chaotic dance between impulse and restraint. Not a word is spoken between you and the princess as you exchange blows in the dark. The glint of bloody claws and fangs, the flash of wet steel. In the pit, all of your senses are heightened, each injury stinging like a chorus of insects, each small shift in your favor a major victory that swells your confidence.
And we will keep striking.
And yet, for all the wounds you've managed to inflict upon her, you remain at a stalemate. And then you start to lose ground. While your body slows, hers quickens, her wounds mending as she licks the blood of her prey from her dripping maw.
Well, that's just unfair. You're healing as you're eating me.
So she really can devour our strength. Can we do something like that? All these wounds are starting to add up.
You know what? Yeah, let's take a bite out of you.
Ah, screw that. We're not stooping to her level. We'll just have to give this our all, end it in one final hit.
Okay, I like that idea, but I'm not beyond stooping down to her level to get a good blow.
We die if we do that. We have to make ourselves like her. We have to embrace instinct. She shifts towards you, her bloody grin shining in the dark. And then you see it. Your opening.
Where?
Take it. Put her down like the mindless beast she is.
Yes! Take the opening, strike at her heart.
You hurl yourself towards the princess, your movement too quick, too bold for her to intercept. You bury your blade deep in her chest.
Yes, yes, we're going out in a blaze of glory.
Yes! All the glory!
Nature doesn't have glory. This is just death.
And it's a glorious death we've earned.
She howls in pain, retaliating with claws and teeth, desperately tearing, trying to devour you to make herself whole once again. Chunks of your flesh are torn away, feathers and blood and bits of gore splattering to the ground. But your work is already done.
Ha! I did it.
No sating of her ravenous hunger will be enough to mend her now. Though her flesh begins to seal itself around you, she cannot remove your blade from her heart.
You're just prolonging the inevitable.
You and the princess collapse to the floor together, your bodies fused, entwined in a bloody mass of limbs and teeth.
That is horrifying, though. That is absolutely, objectively horrifying.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
As the two of you fade, a new emotion creeps into the princess's eyes. Something akin to shame. What have we done? They ask.
You tried to basically eat me. That's what you've done.
I guess that's it. At least we saved the world. Right?
Yeah.
Right? He's gone. Everything is gone. Except her. And us.
Wait, the narrator is gone?
It doesn't matter. We won.
Yeah. The princess's eyes speak again. I'm cold. I don't want to be cold. Oh. Well, maybe you're not cold anymore. But you don't get the opportunity to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
All good questions. You don't remember, do you? Of course you're scared. This is the end for you. But it's not the end for me. It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before, and you always get scared. Yeah. Yeah, I'll go with that one.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
And the beginning of something new.
That thing reeks of death.
Oh, it definitely does.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
Funnily enough, the mirror is going to lead to that. I'll see you on the other side, but it's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you.
That's who you should trust. Me.
I'd like to be somewhere nice. Maybe there'll be a good fight there. Maybe we'll find her again.
There you go. Look at the positives, all of you. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. And you've grown. I have. My reflection's bigger than me. That's probably not a good sign. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her. Your form has grown.
Lamps and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
And then we will repeat this again with another version. Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Interesting. Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a single straight answer?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions.
Never said I don't like your answers.
The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
Do they? What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed.
That's not entirely comforting.
But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
Oh, well, that's sweet. You know, at the end of this, once you're finished, I am going to kill you, right? Am I? Am I really? I don't know if I am, actually. I'm actually not sure if I will at the end of this. I really don't feel like I am. When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
Did I really close off the demon one? Because I did technically just kind of retreat. You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them.
That's also true.
My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is consumed by instinct, a dancer moving to the rhythm of the flesh. She will make for a ravenous heart.
That doesn't sound like a good thing.
She wishes me to devour you, to make you a part of myself, but she is only a voice.
Well, I'm glad you're choosing not to listen to the voice.
Do not mourn her, for she is part of something greater.
So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
That's pretty cool. I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
I can destroy my body. I don't really want to attack her either yet. And I don't know if I'm going to kill them. So I guess I'm just ready to go back, I guess.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess, once more.
You're on a path in the woods.
Well, that was a fun little experience. The beast that she transformed into. I wonder if this game truly does change each time you play it. Of course, with your choices, but like, is there different outcomes every time you play this game? I don't know. Is it always predetermined? I don't know. Either way, I think this is really cool. I love how this is going. I love how this is turning out. It's really interesting. I can't wait to see what happens next. And if you want to see more, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. and watch me for more of Slay the Princess.